I hast thine back, bro. In the early 17th century, a great man named Conrad Archibald walked this earth, and he was kind to his fellow man, always. He believed in helping someone out at any cost, especially his guy friends, aka his bros. No greater tale of his heroism has come across than the time he battled with the evil Benjamin Brannigan from the neighboring town. His heroic tale begins just like that of any other hero. Once upon a time, in a small village in Virginia, a young boy was born to a dairy farmer and his wife. They lived in a tiny little shack next to the family barn where all of their cattle stayed. In the early hours of February 20th, 1695, Conrad's soon-to-be mother felt some movement in her stomach and knew that a baby was about to be born. She scrambled around trying to figure out how someone could help her deliver the child, but there was no one but her husband in sight. He had no idea how to deliver a child, though. The only thing he could think of was to find a blanket to catch the kid in when it fell out, so that's precisely what he did. After 2 hours of yelling and arguing, their child Conrad had come into the world. His father wrapped him in the blanket and set him down on the bed, and then he went back out to milk the cows because he had to do his job. By the age of 3 months, Conrad was not only walking, he was running. He could read small sentences and sometimes repeat them to his parents. The Archibald family was very proud of their strangely gifted son and wanted to raise him to be the best human being of all time. Years passed and Conrad was blossoming into the greatest person ever to walk the earth. At the age of 15, he learned to milk 4 cows in 1 minute. Shear a sheep so its wool came off in 1 piece. And he could tame wild stallions just by sitting on them. His talents were endless. Whatever he tried, he was good at. On Thanksgiving, he'd out-eat the entire family and even the community while cutting the wild turkey population in half. And on Valentine's Day, every girl in the town sent him a personalized card, all ending in XOXO. Conrad used his ability of being the best to help the community he lived in, and also his fellow man. Conrad traveled with a group of people who he called his bros, and each one always had the back of the other, because that's what a good bro does. They chilled together all the time and got into situations that were quite humorous. One day, they were hanging out by the edge of town and they felt the ground begin to shake. They looked over towards the hill and saw a man riding a really fat horse which was causing the ground to rumble. They laughed at him because his horse was so chubby, but they stopped laughing quite suddenly after they realized that he was an evil person. You just can't laugh at an evil person because they'll probably kill you. The evil man was Benjamin Brannigan, and he was a total bully to all the kids in the village. He dismounted his chubby horse and walked up to the group of bros and stared them down. They were a tiny bit scared, but not so much that they would run away from him because they knew that since they were bros, they had each other's backs. The evil and somewhat overweight like his horse Brannigan stood in front of the bros and began to taunt them. Brannigan said, "Thine mother has the face of a horse and the legs of an elephant." The bros got quite angry, and one ran to the closest tree and grabbed a stick and poked the chubby Brannigan in his big round stomach. "Thou hast poked me with a stick! Now thou shalt pay," yelled Brannigan. With that, he charged the boy holding the stick and slapped him down with his big, fat, sausage-like fingers. "Watch thyself, Benjamin," said a calm but still angry Conrad. "Oh, and what is thou going to do about it?" asked Benjamin. "I shall stand up for my bros, because that is what a good bro does," said Conrad. Then, in a fit of rage, Benjamin tried to punch Conrad, but Conrad grabbed his fist while it was coming towards him and completely stopped its momentum. Conrad took his fist and drove it into the stomach of Benjamin, in which it disappeared for a second. Then, Benjamin grabbed Conrad and tossed him back into his bros, who caught him and helped him get back to his feet. This fight went on for some time before either side made any real progress, until Conrad delivered the final blow. He kicked Benjamin in the one place that makes every man cringe when they see it happen, the one place so deadly that it should be illegal to hit someone there, the face. Benjamin dropped to the ground like the fat tub of lard that he was, and after about 2 minutes of rolling around, he got up and ran away, all while sobbing like a little girl. Conrad's bros were overjoyed. They cheered him on and patted his back the entire way back to the city. No evil person ever messed with Conrad or any of his bros again, because they knew that he would stand up for them and they'd stand up for him, because that's what American bros do for one another.